A common question is if you have to change your application a lot, does it take long? In general, the answer is no. Of course, it really depends, but most likely just hours or days. But changing the application is not all you have to do. The learning curve, and it is steep. If properly coached, then the total of properly learning this and implementing a proof of concept with your own application is often less work than, let's say, 10 work days. Do I have to outsource it all? That means both authentication and authorization. The short answer is no, you do not have to do that. You outsource those things that make sense. If there is an authentication at a convenient place, then do it there. If they can also do what you consider okay, then let them say so. No longer your problem. They sign for it with their certificate. If you have central transformation and enhancement at your issuer because it's for several applications, then perfect. If a specific application is the only one doing something, then you probably want to remain doing it in that application. No need to bother others with it, nor any need to get project dependencies on them. Nor will your local expense reporting application database change much. Instead of your local user ID plus password, you could make an extra indirection of external user to the federated user ID. You could even make the conversion with self-provisioning by asking one last time for their existing account when they are already logged on through a federation. DUP-IF offers you all those options. Now some warnings. This was all cool technology, but there's no free lunch. Once you rely on an identity provider, that's perfect, no more work for you. But when it goes down, then you too are temporarily, hopefully, out of business. So you must have a totally independent emergency backup system. Google down, Microsoft down. Do they have a Yahoo account? If so, they could use that. But both of these accounts have to be mapped to your internal users. And do they actually have that many accounts on the outside? So you create a dependency on your IDP, and even the big ones, they are triple redundant and everything, but they are regularly out of service, unfortunately. Something else about IDPs, they have to live too. Some of them even want to live well. Now there's little margin, little ground for earnings in simply being an IDP. That's an IDP only, unless you pay them a lot, of course. So they have something in their business model which makes them give you the IDP for free. If that business model changes, they may no longer be willing to be your IDP. And then you're dead. So you must have the backup. Okay, but we can do all of this, so this is perfect. Let's go to our references.